have some news about the house. Please, when you can call me so we can talk and I can explain you everything. Bye bye, have a nice day.
He doesn't sound happy.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh no.
We are currently in the process of buying an Italian house in a small village in Sicily. Today we found out some bad news. We discovered that the sale is actually illegal.
Obviously isn't what we thought we were buying.
It's hard because we've been sold on a dream.
But before we tell you about all that, let us show you around the region that we hope to be calling home soon.
We have come to this lovely farm in the middle of beautiful Sicily to celebrate our moving to Sicily.
And also next week we are getting married, so it's just a celebration week.
A week of celebrations, and what a place to do it. This place is absolutely gorgeous, you guys.
Now I know that we are very much in the honeymoon phase of moving to Sicily, so we're just very much in love right now. But I also want to revel in this enthusiasm and just show off this awesome place. For example, I now love big doors.
I'm not sure we'll get one that big on our place, I'm afraid. This is a fully working 18th century farm that has been passed down through 4 generations.
I can't imagine how much work must go into a place like this.
So much. They have vineyards, they have fruit trees, they have livestock, they have everything. And I'm pretty sure they make all of their own stuff like pasta, olive oil, wine, all on site. So I cannot imagine the team of people that they need to keep this thing running.
Funnily enough, before we decided to buy a house in Sicily, we really considered doing something like this. Not on this scale,
yeah.
but running a little farm and maybe a little agro-tourism company. But as things have progressed in our lives, we've realized that maybe we just enjoy it to come and see.
Yeah, because we still love travel so much. And if you have something like this, it's gonna tether you to that place. There's no way that you can just go off and leave it for 6 months of the year.
Like everything, the idea and reality is very, very different. I'm sure running the farm versus having to live on the farm all the time versus going off and coming for like a week just to enjoy. It's kind of the same as like going to live in another country like we're gonna do. Is that gonna be better, the idea is better than the reality?
Well, I think for living, it'll be great, honestly, but it's never going to be like a holiday. I think that's where the danger is if you think that going to live in a place like this is going to be like a year-round holiday. Of course, that's not realistic.
I think for us, we don't know what life is really going to be like on the other side of buying the house and living here, but the stakes are so low that it isn't scary, and I'm happy to make the jump. Yeah,
we're not moving to the other side of the world or anything. It's just a few hours really from where we're living now. So I feel like if all goes tits up, we could just sell up and go back home.
Life on the farm was exactly as we'd hoped. We were able to fully imagine our future life in Italy, soaking in the beautiful surroundings and enjoying the fantastic Sicilian home-cooked food. Everything felt like it was falling into place. The next day started beautifully with a slow morning until everything went wrong.
We just had a voice note from Luca.
Guys, how are you? I have some news about the house. Please, when you can call me so we can talk and I can explain you everything. Bye bye, have a nice day.
He doesn't sound happy.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh no.
We'd like to take a moment to talk to you about mental health and BetterHelp, who are the paid partners of today's video.
Over the last 12 years as a couple, we have gone through some ups and downs in our own mental health journeys. Emma, unfortunately, with depression many years ago, and me with burnout on the lead up to the birth of our son.
Becoming parents has really highlighted to both of us how important it is to work on ourselves individually for the sake of our son, but also for the sake of our relationship. It really is true. I always think of that phrase about how on an aeroplane you need to put your own mask on before helping others, and that is essential when it comes to your own mental health and well-being. Talking with friends and family is brilliant, but I do think that speaking to an unbiased professional therapist who understands exactly what you're going through is also incredibly useful. That's why I've chosen to speak to a therapist in the past, and it's why we continue to partner with BetterHelp.
If you go to our link, betterhelp.com/travelbeans, and answer a few questions, BetterHelp will match you up with a therapist that they believe will best suit you. Every single one of their therapists is credentialed, has a master's or doctorate degree, and has spent over 3 years and over 1,000 hours speaking with people like you.
Join over 4 million people who have used BetterHelp to live a happier, healthier life. Visit betterhelp.com/travelbeans or choose travelbeans on checkout to receive a special offer on your first month. We have just had a phone call about the house that we did not want to have.
I mean, out of the blue, we've just been so excited.
I know.
For days, well, for months really.
Yeah.
And we've just been told that basically there's been like a sort of inspection that needed to happen to make sure that the floor plans match what's on the deed. So legally, when we go and sign for everything, that it all matches up, and then we can then legally buy it. And it turns out that the floor
above the kitchen, like the mini floor,
which is very quirky and unique and weird, but was actually one of the reasons that we really loved it, because there was quite a lot of potential.
We had some really fun ideas for that floor. It was actually one of the things that we kind of loved about the place, because we've never seen anything like it anywhere else.
And we can consider turning this into a B&B in the future, and we love the unique selling point for other families to have this awesome children's room, because that's kind of what we're looking for when we're traveling, is these amazing experiences.
Exactly.
And we'd love to have done that. So now it has to be demolished, and that
not
means...
the whole house, just the floor.
Yeah. But the floor has to be demolished.
Yeah.
And then it becomes like a normal house.
Which is still lovely.
Yeah.
Like, the house is lovely, but it is disappointing not having it exactly as we thought we were going to be having it.
So we fly back home tomorrow, and now we're kind of unsure, as it's just a spanner in the works. So the good news is that we've paid a deposit, and we've signed a contract which effectively says that if the deal doesn't go through by the middle of October, if it's our fault, then we have to pay.
We lose our deposit, basically.
We lose our deposit. But if it's their fault, which in this case it is currently, they have to give us double the deposit.
Yeah.
So we could make money, but that isn't what we want.
Lose the house.
No.
Yeah.
So I think now also, to fully understand the situation, that if we don't go through with it, not sure if we would lose our money. But if we do go through with it, then they have to knock it down at their cost, and they have to do it extremely quickly, which is great that we're sort of protected in that sense.
Yeah, and I guess it's one of those things that I think if we'd planned to take it down and demolish it anyway, it would be kind of a great situation, right?
Yeah.
Because we'd be getting the work done for free, essentially.
Yeah.
But we weren't planning to demolish it. We were planning on making an epic kids' room. we were even contemplating having a slide going from the kids' room down into the kitchen. It would have been so much fun.
We've spent the last couple of years looking for a place, so to find the place, I didn't realise how much decision fatigue I had, and the second we committed to it, like, I have been light as a little feather.
Yeah, it's been really, really nice just knowing what we're doing and having it all kind of set out and planned. It's been a relief, to say the least.
But now, chucking back in a decision, for example, when we went to Sweden, we went into a bidding war and we almost bought a place, and since then, when that fell through, we haven't been back to Sweden, so we're leaving Sicily tomorrow. So is this the end of our time in Sicily? We're the kind of crazy, impulsive people that will, if this falls through, we'll be buying a house in Kenya next week, or at least bidding on one.
Oh my God. We've left it as it stands that we're gonna sleep on it, give it 24 hours, because obviously we're leaving, and so we need to make a decision before we leave. And kind of see how we feel about it and let them know, because the sooner we let them know, the better, because if we are gonna carry on with this and keep the house, then they need to get working on it ASAP. So watch this space.
I feel super grateful that we have our friends Luca and Sarah kind of holding our hand through this whole experience, as it does kind of take the stress away.
Yeah, especially with the language barrier and everything. And obviously, like, the whole system being completely different in Italy than what it is in the UK.
And the technicalities and the legalities, the fact that we're so protected within this is amazing, because I think if we'd have gone down this rabbit hole ourselves, I'm sure we would have got ourselves into some kind of hijinks.
Or we would have...
I love that word.
We would just be more stressed, I think.
So after that shocking news, we decided to visit a nearby village to relax a little bit while we try to figure out our next steps.
The good news is if our house falls through, there is kind of unlimited beautiful villages here in Sicily.
There doesn't seem to be a shortage.
So we've just come to the closest one to where we are. Here you can see that the house prices are very, very cheap, and that's in the estate agent window, which is where it's considerably more expensive, because I think the real bargains are through word of mouth. If it falls through, do you want to move here?
No.
Why not?
Because I like our village. It's so nice. I can't imagine it being not our village.
So although there are lots of choices, I think we have fallen in love specifically with one. It's kind of like when people say there's plenty more fish in the sea. It's like, yeah, but I really liked having sex with that fish.
Oh my God.
It's not a good analogy.
Disgusting. There's a line, and if Al's not crossing it, he's not happy.
We decided we wanted to be by the sea, so out in the middle of nowhere isn't that exciting to us. And also, we got the last one in the village for sale that has a view of the Mediterranean.
There's something about that view. It sings to me. It's so nice. And I can't imagine now being able to buy a place that doesn't have a view that at least lives up to that view.
Yeah, like I said, the fish analogy rings true.
Oh my God. Prior to having Noah, I don't think we ever would have looked for farmyard animals on an Airbnb listing.
I mean, as fully grown adults would be pretty weird. Well, maybe not, but like, it seems
Maybe
like
if you're really into farmyard animals. But now I feel like going forward, it's definitely something that's going to sell a place to us more, because seeing him enjoy and interact with all the animals has been such a lovely added bonus to the stay here.
And as huge lovers of wildlife, we really want to force that onto our son to enjoy the same things that we do. And so doing it in a nice safe environment like this is something so nice to be able to share with him.
Yeah.
And then in the future, hopefully we can get him up to the big guns. We can get him riding elephants in Thailand.
Oh my God.
Petting sleeping tigers that have been drugged up.
Absolutely not.
And all the other great animal experiences out there.
But it would be really nice to be able to take him on, hikes through the US wilderness looking for moose and stuff like that, which we were doing prior to his arrival. This has been such a lovely little bonus. I think agro-tourism now is something that we will actively be searching for and looking to experience with Noah. And it's something that we never considered prior to this. So maybe if there's any other forms of tourism that you can think of that you think we would like, please please leave it down in the comments below because we'd love to hear your thoughts.
And after 12 years of travel, we are still finding different things to go and do, like cruises or staying on farms. So I'm sure there's loads of little pockets that we never considered.
Yeah.
One thing that I'm not sure if we'll ever get used to when we live here is just the Italian drivers and the organisation of everything. This here is to go through a toll road, and it is mayhem.
It's like 3 or 4 different lanes all trying to like cram in at the last minute. It's a bit much.
You learn very quickly that if you're not forceful and you show any sign of weakness, they will get you.
They will get you.
Whatever that means.
You just lose out, don't you? Because like you'll just end up sitting there and never getting anywhere. Come on.
Okay, I'm gonna. This guy behind is having none of it.
Just keep moving. You're literally in direct line with the thing, so if you don't move, people will have to move out of the way, right?
Whoa.
After a lot more stressful honking and waving in traffic, we arrived in our village to meet Sarah and Luca. We just had to see our house again to visualize everything and make sure we still want to go through with the sale.
In your opinion, what do you think we should do about this?
Okay, so we spoke with the engineer, and the laws here, they say that you need to have 2 meters and 60. We also remove all the stairs, which it's a shame because they were beautiful.
Yeah.
And when they will remove it, it will look like this, basically. So will need to be replastered.
Yes.
And
And you know, you have no other option if you want to buy the house and if they want to sell the house. So
they can't sell it to anyone without doing
Exactly,
this.
no.
And so they will front the costs. They will pay for everything to knock this down.
Yes.
So it's like a free extension.
Exactly. So it's a free job, guys. You don't need to do this in the future. It's free and it's included in the cost. So
okay, I just spoke with the owners, and they told me that since also this height is the same height, also this toilet needs to go and needs to be removed because of this height.
I see.
The goalposts keep moving since we've decided with this place. So when we went to go and see the house the other week, the kitchen was different than we expected from when we'd last seen it. Then we find out about the roof, and then now just while we're here we find out about the bathroom. And it's not like, you know, I love the bathroom, but having everything change already so quickly is very unnecessarily stressful when you're putting money, because then do I have confidence in other aspects of the house if it's just sort of unraveling like this? So unfortunately the process is not as easy and carefree as we expected, but I know buying a house is a stressful experience anyway. It's hard because we've been sold on a dream, so my gut's like, no big deal. Like, we have the dream of living here, we can roll with any punch, which is true, but I also don't want to be naive and just kind of be walked all over. As things keep changing constantly, it also means more work and more money for us, because it's not going to be like finished and made look nice, so they're just going to knock stuff down just to be able to get it off their hands. And then do you trust the work that they do? Because they're just going to smash this down. What do you think of the bathroom situation?
It's hard to not start to get a bit down when everything seems to be changing. You know, like at first it was, oh, the kitchen's completely gone. And then it's, oh, and that whole floor now is going to be completely gone. Oh, and we're going to lose one of our 2 bathrooms. It's just obviously isn't what we thought we were buying at first.
Yeah.
we thought we were going to be able to like move in straight away, you know, and of course we thought we would have to be buying, you know, like a washing machine and a fridge and all that kind of stuff and the furniture. But I wasn't expecting this room to be such a building site when we move in.
It's really hard. I think before getting here, after leaving the farm, I was thinking that, yeah, I'm still okay with it. Like, it's a shame we're going to lose Noah's room up there, but it's okay because we still love the house and we love the dream of living here. But
when it's slowly changing,
just like it's being chipped away at. Next thing we know, you don't get upstairs, or the balconies have to come down.
and they take the tiles away. My beloved tiles.
Unfortunately, our time in Sicily ended before we made a decision, and we would really love to hear all of your thoughts about what you would do if you were in this situation yourselves. Please make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to join us on this journey, and check out our link to BetterHelp down in the description if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching. Beans out.